How is work changing?
The skills are changing, the aptitude is changing, and the environment's changing.
What are we going to do when we're unemployed because of machines?
If your job is totally routine, your job is gone. The human skills are all those that machines can't do. You know, empathy, compassion, design, negotiation, imagination. And that's what we have to beef up to be useful in the future. However, I think in 20 or 30 years, maybe 20 years probably, we may only work 2 or 3 hours a day and get the same money.
Catalysts for change are going to be seeing over the next decade or so. A lot of it will come around the diverse use of artificial intelligence and machine learning. And that's going to manifest in a variety of ways. You know, self-driving cars, that's one thing. Automation of different jobs, that's another, but overlaps. I mean, one of the first big industries to be hit by automation is going to be, or this generation of AI-based automation is going to be cargo delivery, truck drivers. Because truck drivers are limited by law to a certain number of hours per day. Self-driving trucks don't have to have that limitation and can go, in principle, twice as far or more, 3 times as far, because they can drive 24 hours. And just that little thing, and there's no worry about the AI on board the self-driving truck getting hooked on amphetamines or anything like that. Also, we think about that, then what are the consequences that follow from that? Well, what happens to truck stops? That, you know, you have these small communities throughout the middle of the country. You have these small communities that are built around, this is a place where a cargo delivery truck will stop. The guy will get out, take a shower, have some breakfast, whatever. Those will start to go away as well.
So there's this famous Oxford University report which came out in 2013. Headlines, the 50% of jobs in 2020 are under fire for automation. But it's not happening yet. I think we'll see some of it. We'll see some jobs disappearing because of automation. But I think humans are endlessly creative in finding new ways of keeping themselves busy.
Work's been changing for a long time, and I think what's happened is there's been an acceleration. And the acceleration's been caused by the fact that we've talked about people being important in the workplace for a long time, but if you think about the nature of the work people are doing, we're building more complex systems, we're requiring more complex problem solving, more like creativity, curiosity, and so people truly are assets in their businesses now. And so as that nature of work evolves, we need to reimagine not only the workplace, the physical environment, but the people we hire, how we help them grow and develop and learn and change, but also the nature of the work they'll actually be doing. And when you think about it, with that change comes this new desire to understand and delight your customers, whoever they are. So we need more empathy, we need more vulnerability, so the skills are changing, the aptitude is changing, and the environment's changing, which makes for a fascinating and very exciting ecosystem. The other thing we try and do when we do that future casting is not predict, right? It's not a highly certain thing. It's around saying, what can we confidently assume? What can we confidently look at in terms of themes? So one of the themes we're very passionate about right now is mental health, both internally for Atlassians, but also for our customers, which is how do we manage the fact that the average working week in most Western countries is increasing, despite Tim Ferriss's wonderful books about short working weeks. The average knowledge worker like me and you is working longer hours, and the tasks are getting more complex. Automation is taking the simple and mundane tasks. We have been left with more complex work, and we're doing more of it. That sounds like a mental health epidemic, right, waiting to happen.
Absolutely.
And yet mental health is something I believe in the future we can prevent and not have to cure.
Gosh, you imagine the future workplace where in fact someone is told that they actually need to take time off, or that they in fact actually need to work less hours, or that they in fact actually need to do some other sort of behavioural prescription that in fact actually gives them more resilience.
It has been the same and it hasn't been evolving for so long, and they have to adjust. So you see more companies, you know, promoting like home office, etc. And from the other side, I see more and more employees, you know, thriving for more work-life balance, and also companies kind of offering workshops on work-life balance.
So, you know, I've heard about this thing called work-life balance. You know, I hear about it, but I don't know what it means. Does it mean anything to you?
No, I gave up on it years ago. The reason being is that it almost suggests that they're on a spectrum, and it's like, which one do you want? And I'm like, I don't think I get to choose. Like, I want a life, and I'm very fortunate to like my job, but I'm like, they're part of the same equation, they're not part of a spectrum.
I think what's going to happen is that we eventually will get rid of this idea that working means money. The money will be there anyway, because we'll have so much benefit from the machines, making it so cheap. Then we can put our energy into the fulfillment, the self-realization, or having a family, or taking care of grandmother, or making a garden, or writing a book, or whatever, right? But this is not capitalism. So basically, technology will bring the end of capitalism.
Well, Gerd, thank you so much for our conversation today. One bit that I really loved was this idea of only having to work 3 hours a day.